can you love one person and like another person?
Yes.
Yes.
That's how cheating happens.
No, but it's her like micro body language and behavior, right?
Yeah, it's
She's
like
a
she'll
master
like...
seductress, really.
Someone said please be Isaac and Si.
Si will be the game changer. And she will actually be, in the first time in Singles Inferno history, right, be a actually effective game changer.
Like the game changer that will actually manage to attract someone. Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of The Hot Pot where we hop into different transitions in life. I'm Nick.
I'm Q.
I'm Joey, and y'all, we heard you guys in the comments on our previous Singles Inferno episode, and today we are going to do a final review on Singles Inferno 4 as a whole. The whole season, we're going to discuss whether it's wrong to like more than one person at a time, and if we got our predictions right.
Before that, right, spoiler alert for those of you who have not watched episode 11 and episode 12, meaning the last two episodes of the season, then maybe go and watch first, then you come back here again. Then you can react with us. The episodes literally just dropped today at the point where we are filming this.
To set some context, we were tasked by our producers to watch up to the end of episode 12, right before the final pairings are shown.
And just so you have an idea of where we are all at with regards to that task, Joey managed to do it. Q managed to do it. I kind of finished episode 11, have not started on 12 because...
12 at all? You haven't?
I haven't, because
okay.
episode come out 4 o'clock then like I working, then on the way to the studio I was like at 1.5 times speed. You know I sacrificed my enjoyment watching Singles Inferno,
All of us
right?
All of us sacrificed.
But you guys stay tuned to the final part of this episode because we'll be watching and reacting together.
Okay, now that we're at the tail end of the season, right, are our least and most favourites still the same? Wait. 잠시만요.
Before you listen to our final thoughts and reactions,
Please subscribe to You Got Watch.
I can't remember what I said. Who was my most favourite guy?
Is it like Jong-Soo?
Actually, you never say
met
anyone
him?
Guy
Oh, I don't think you actually mentioned anybody.
Girl, I know who I say lah.
Yeah lah, Jiyeon lah.
Yeah.
Is it still your favourite girl?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Guy, actually, right, all things considered, I think I like Jong-Soo.
I knew it.
Yeah. And even when we were doing the previous episode, I didn't really see like what was wrong with him. Like a lot of people say he quite red flag, right? Or he a bit sus, which I
He was
get.
a bit annoying.
Which I get.
Yeah.
But then like push come to shove, like I think he okay.
As in, he was a bit confusing lah. I wouldn't say he's red flag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to emphasize once again, my top is Theo. It has always been Theo because he's a one girl kind of man. And then for the girls, I said Si-an previously. I personally don't think she's a red flag. Because they were comparing her to other contestants in the previous seasons who were confusing multiple people without properly communicating their thoughts and feelings. But I think Si-an properly communicated when she didn't want Theo anymore. And then she also told Jong-Soo like she was confused, right? So I will still stick by my girl Si-an.
100% on that same boat with you. I love Si-an. I think she just has this charm and pull that even through the screen, right, I feel charmed by her.
I feel like in real life, if I was in that scenario, right, I will probably end up liking her.
Yeah. But again, like we mentioned, I don't know if it's because of how much screen time she's getting.
No, but it's her like micro body language and behavior, right?
Yeah, it's
She's
like
a
she'll
master
like,
seductress, really.
no,
like,
she'll glance, right?
she will glance and
It's
the
her
way
cat,
she
like her
laughs.
eyes, and then
her
her
laugh is not the annoying kind, it's the a bit kind of laugh.
Yeah.
And then she will like, I'm a bit tired. I'm
Like
gonna
goofy,
lean.
goofy.
Yeah, I'm going to lean on you. Oh, I don't want to be so obvious. I'm going to lean on this handle of the helicopter. Ah, yeah, maybe you put your hand there, then I lean on your hand. She knows what she's doing.
That scene got me.
That scene,
That scene really actually won my heart. Like Jong-Soo,
swoon, right?
yeah lah.
I totally get it when they're talking about swooning with him because he makes it so easy. Unfortunately, I'm still between Yup and Jong-Soo. Theo kind of fell off for me.
Oh,
I'm so
okay.
sorry. For me, it was the hair and then the shirt, and then he just sit there and he like, so you don't like me already, okay. So Theo kind of fell off for me.
But he took it like a
champ.
Yeah, that scene was quite solid. It made for good cinema.
It was a Studio Ghibli-esque, the flowers.
The producers and the editors, like, they then busted. Then they suddenly got flashback montage
Of who?
of the two of
Both
them.
of them. yeah. Of Theo and
They
Sian.
montage the Theo and Sian when
the
she
ring
breaking up
lah,
with him.
yeah.
Wait,
Like, they walking.
I need to expose something. I think I told Joey in one of the previous episodes, not the latest two, right? I cried.
Yeah.
I cried because when Theo said it was always you from the start, and then he said, when Sian came into my room, I locked the door, and I didn't unlock it, but she could unlock it from inside.
She can go out anytime
Yeah,
lah.
she can go out anytime. Then I'm like, ugh.
No, I get it.
It was quite sad also lah when she like ditching him, then she like cry also. So my takeaway from that scene, right, is that this girl very young. What I realized, and this is like observational from acquaintances and friends also, right? When you're in your mid-20s, right, you typically don't go for the Theo kind of dude.
We cannot say across the board all the young 20-somethings don't want stability because it really depends
No,
on
I think it's just in the
who you
mindset
are.
of like, I just want to see what's out there lah,
Correct.
and I want to explore. And if I'm attracted to someone, I will follow that attraction rather than stability. Whereas I feel like maybe the reason why we feel so strongly for Theo is because maybe we're a bit older.
I mean, based on what we're watching, right, we would say Theo, right, as the number one pick, right? But actually, in a real life situation, we would not pick him.
No, we
Because
wouldn't.
because it's too much. It might be a bit too aggressive at the start. Not
Yeah, I
him being
know.
aggressive, but just a
It's
bit.
the opposite of playing hard to get lah.
Yeah.
You're over available.
Correct.
A bit.
I was saying you're not a choice, you're an option. She didn't see him as like maybe. It was like okay, I can make up my mind, I can decide.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
if
yeah.
I like don't like any of these two guys, right, he's always here.
It's like the money in your bank account already.
He's
correct.
the
Haven't
nice guy
transfer
lah.
yet.
I can imagine how for Sian it becomes a bit stressful. Even if he says like, and he really never put pressure on her.
Yeah.
But the way that he has approached it will automatically put pressure on her ma. It's like, oh no, this guy's so nice to me. By right, I should give him a chance. But how come I don't feel it?
Okay, thoughts on Te-Hwan? Wow, okay, I gotta say, right, props to the editor, because we all thought that Te-Hwan and Jion is gonna like walk out the island together, but then right, flashback, he kept talking about himself, he walked ahead of her, didn't wait for her, then kept talking about his dreams and passions but never asked her questions.
Yeah.
oh
I'm
my
shocked
god.
there.
Like
No, but I always felt that their whole thing was also a bit like
Strange,
a bit strange lah.
I remember that one. Is this episode 12 where he's like at the sink contradicting himself?
Yeah.
She said something about how like because she wants to eventually settle down and she wants to be a mom really badly, right? He said something very black and white like I don't.
You don't wanna.
Yeah, he don't want, right? Then she said it just made me feel like confused. Then he said, oh no, I like to say things I don't mean, and sometimes I don't mean the things I say. Then he went on this whole ramble, right, of basically saying sometimes when I say A, right, it's because when I'm talking to the person who say B, right, actually when I say A, right, actually I mean I like B, but because you're saying B, right, then I'll talk about A. Then he just started confusing himself. In my notes, because Q and I both took notes as we were watching, in my notes I wrote, is it the sink very reflective? Then he got lost in his own eyes as he was washing the plate. Because what is happening?
I don't get it. Like, I feel like the whole relationship was very forced. I won't be surprised if it's like the producers just suggest, why don't you go with Te-Hwan?
I think Te-Hwan just wanted to leave with a partner, like someone, so that he doesn't look like he was left behind. And he also said that he will change his mind only if he meets the right person.
Correct.
He gives me the vibe of someone that is very like asexual and don't need to be in a relationship.
Correct. He like wouldn't be turned on by anything.
Yeah.
I feel like he also AI.
That's what
But
I
let's
said.
talk about the
That's
true-
why.
right.
true AI.
The true
The tour guide lah. The tour guide.
To Eugene. Wanna eat some fruits?
He really just he ChatGPT himself.
Shall we go shower?
Yeah.
Let's go to bed.
After dinner, shall we go for a swim? Shall I go shower and then go sleep?
Yeah. Then she go.
What's
Then she
happening?
shower come out. Then he tow.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, but I
Wow.
think he already made it clear that he
He's not
was
vibing
only
lah.
interested
Hygiene
in
Hygiene.
hygiene.
Hygiene. She very clean.
Who are your final couple predictions?
Okay.
I feel like we are aligned on everything. The only
Oh, is
thing we
it?
are not aligned on could be
Xi'an.
Uh,
Okay, we let's mention the obvious ones first.
Okay.
Dong-Ho and Arin
Yeah.
confirm.
Ultimate green flag, by the way, this guy.
Dong-Ho might be my favorite now.
Okay, I will say there are moments where he clearly longingly stared at the
Him.
game changer,
Ah.
right? And it also made Arin a bit like go lor.
But he controlled himself.
He controlled
Yeah.
himself, but also I don't think it was wrong because they're all on this show to
Yeah.
explore
Explore
all
lah.
the connections, and
Yeah.
there's nothing wrong with that, ma. Have you gotten to the part where she took him to paradise?
Yeah. Before that, he's like, I don't think I will be interested in you. So
Yeah.
you should like. He was basically telling her, don't pick me lah.
Yeah.
Then
He
when
communicated.
when she picked him, he was still like, okay lah, let's go lah. Like he was still nice about it, you know. He
Yeah,
wasn't
yeah,
like
yeah.
it was But why you pick me?
Yeah.
And then when he went for like dinner with her in Paradise, he said again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Green
Yeah.
flag.
He really just showed zero
We-
emotional connection.
Which is the opposite of Xian telling Jong-Soo what she and Yuk did in Paradise.
She did not say anything lah.
She
just
damn
said,
sus.
She just
She
said no.
damn sus.
Honestly, right, I really suspect that under the sheets they probably kissed.
I think more
No,
than
I
that.
don't think more lah.
Really?
I feel like it might not be more. I think just
So you think
lazi.
She damn sus. Like, some more Jong-Soo seems so hurt.
Yeah. Hey, actually, the fact that Jong-Soo was so affected, right, it made me realize that he actually truly liked her.
Yeah.
But also, he wasn't very expressive of it.
Yeah.
The main lesson as I was watching, right, is like, why y'all never communicate? I don't understand.
Okay, but I think, right, we say that, right, but he could also be looking at Theo and then like, hey, this dude like freaking all out. I think I need to control a bit. Because I think it's a different strategy to go after the girl that you like. Because like what we said, right, when you overly expressive and you like overly like, yeah, I really like you, then it can backfire also.
Yeah.
Wait, there was this one moment, right? He said this line, I was trying to be considerate to others, but it feels like this was taken from me. I should have done what I wanted. This moment, I instantly did not get angry at Haylin anymore. Like when Haylin first chose Dong-Ho, right, I got annoyed because I'm like, you're taking away this opportunity from Irene.
But
Who
yeah
has
lah.
she doesn't owe Irene anything.
When she picked, I was like, wow, good for you.
I was very half-half, and then this was what swayed me, like, okay, you know what, 100%, I respect her for it, because she shouldn't be there considering other people's feelings. She's there for herself.
Like, I think it is a bit contradictory to say that Jong-Soo is a red flag and Xian is not a red flag. Because to me, they are made for each other. They had the same path.
I feel like the communication style a bit different though. Like Jong-Soo said that he was interested in multiple people, but then he didn't express, for example, like their ranking.
Right.
Or rather, like he did not exactly cut someone off very clearly as compared to Xian when she's like done with someone.
Like, when your ranking keeps changing, it doesn't matter already. What?
Which leads us to, who do you think Xian will end up with?
I think she will end up with Jong-Soo. I hope she ends up with Jong-Soo.
Okay.
Now that Theo is out of the picture, I hope that she also ends up with Jong-Soo.
You think it's Yuk lah?
I think it's Yuk. In my opinion, from what I've observed, Theo brings security, Yuk brings like lust and playfulness, and Jong-Soo brings sweet romance.
No, with Jong-Soo, she like, I think that's the happiest I see her.
Like sweet romance. But she's not stimulated. She's very stimulated with Yuk. Episode 12, it was like a, now all the cast are free to go on dates. Like, y'all
Do
can...
whatever you want,
Yeah, correct. Immediately, right, Yuk popped his head. That's how episode 11 ends. You see her smiling, like the biggest smile she's ever smiled, right? And it's Yuk. He really brings out a side of her, like a playfulness. It could be risky, but I think she's attracted to the risk and the lust, and it's what she wants in this season of life. That's just my interpretation.
Jong-Soo is the thing that she wants, the sweetness, the
Correct.
affection, the expressiveness, but then Yuk gives her the feeling of highs and lows.
Correct.
And then that might be exciting to her.
I feel like any girl who would pick Junseo, right, based on the actions that were depicted in these 12 episodes, you don't respect yourself. Or like you not looking to settle down.
No, so I think it's really a Shushak marry, right? She will...
Yeah, shag him lah, shag
She
him.
will shag Yuk and marry Jong-Soo, but she doesn't want to get married now.
Yeah. We've done so many episodes like of this podcast, right? And we always talk about red flags and eggs, right? He encapsulates so many of them, you know? Like breadcrumbing
Yuk
and and like kind of like cannot communicate properly.
And
Then like rude to you. Does like one day he's okay and then the other day he's like not okay, get you drunk. Like, it's just really red flag behavior.
I do have to say, right, that the bait scenes between Yuk and Xian and Jong-Soo,
different, right?
I feel like Yuk's one is last. Like
Correct.
it's just sexual.
Yeah.
And then Jong-Soo one is like, it's intimate.
yeah.
And not, maybe not love yet, but
I
like
feel
a lot of
he
affection.
loves her already.
Huh?
Maybe not she love him, but do you see the way he looked at her when he was
So
lying
easy
down?
to fall in
Yeah.
love, one,
He watched her sleep, then he just like...
Yeah, that's why.
No,
Yeah,
I think
I'm
it's
like-
also a bit of like oh my god, I can't believe that we are finally here.
Okay, when she said full circle moment, I was like, I really shipping them already.
No, and like when he took out the rose petal, that one was quite high level, I think.
Another props to the editor for like doing like manipulation of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Because
And I think it's such a good like contrast, right? When you see Theo, and they did it such that like, oh, I wanted to give you this my single rose petal, but Theo came and gave you a bouquet of
Bouquet.
flowers.
Okay.
So it's a good kind of
Yeah.
like example ma. Like you cannot go over the top.
Yeah. Okay, okay. So those are our predictions for
Okay.
Xi'an. But do y'all feel like Hae-jin will live with Jong-Hoon?
Nope. I think not enough. Like unless got some stuff happen off screen.
I suspect, right, they will because he doesn't have anyone else on the island. He already tried to explore a connection with Eugene, and like he explored his sleep cycle. So I think because of that, because they already have that, like they choose each other once,
Yeah.
like they voted for each other, right? I think they might just leave to explore a connection outside of the
Yeah.
island.
Do you think that Min Seo will get anywhere with you?
No. You want
Oh my god,
Xi'an.
Min Seo, right, is the true like encapsulation of confirmation bias. Cause to her, Yuk was flirting with her the whole time. Then
The
the
panel.
whole panel like
Don't
he
have.
never leave
Yeah.
her out lah.
No, and then when they win the series photos, she like damn excited. It's fate.
It's fake.
I mean, if it's me, I also will be quite excited
Yeah
lah.
lah.
Like, but then
like, my crush and I washing the
No, but-
dishes together.
So to me, that's the part that like, hey, you are such an attractive girl. You have such a great personality, but where is your self-respect?
She's very young, first of all, but
She's
also
23 lah.
I think girls are very drawn to stoic men. Like for some reason, the charming stoic ones are the silent killers, and they can manipulate a lot, right? Because you're like
Hard to
every
read.
micro movement, you're like, oh my god, he must really like me. I must be special.
What about Jion and Te-Hwan?
I don't think it will happen.
Me neither.
Jion realizes everything already. So we also asked on You Got Watch's Instagram story to find out what people were predicting. So let's read some of them. Junso and Xi'an, Dongho and Arin.
I thought you said Jun so sian.
Junso Xian nah.
Yeah, because Jong-Soo is going to get Xi'an.
Someone said please be Isaac and Si.
Actually, I can imagine both of them on Singles Inferno.
Oh my god, no.
Dun-dun,
Si will be the game changer.
Yeah,
Oh my
see, you'll be the game
God.
changer.
She will be the game changer, and she will actually be in the first time in Singles Inferno history, right? Be a actually effective game
Like
changer.
the game changer that will actually manage to attract someone.
I think when she laugh, right, they will all be so disarmed, right? They will fall for her.
Actually, she's a bit like Xi'an also leh. No, like
She-
the
the
quirky,
charm.
goofy side.
Quirky, goofy charm. That the more you talk to Siri, the more in love you are with her. Like if I'm a guy,
By the way, if you all don't know who we're talking about, it's our Code Red members.
The
from our
loud
other-
Chinese girl lah.
Hey,
Okay, so we actually asked this question on You Got Watchers IG story. We did a poll, whether people believe in loving more than one person at a time. So 40% said yes, can. 60% say no, cannot.
loving or liking? Well, very different, you know.
loving.
Loving.
Loving, I don't think can lah.
I voted yes.
Liking, I think okay.
Liking maybe.
Can you love one person and like another person?
Yes.
Yes.
That's how cheating happens.
Oh, then you let that like spiral, right?
Become love lor.
I think you can love two people, but maybe the love starts to change. Like it could be
A family
platonic,
kind of
yeah?
love.
No lah, romantic
You,
lah.
okay, romantically.
Romantic. Two people.
I personally feel like I cannot.
I also think I cannot.
I think it's possible when you're young. Because when I was young, I was actually in love with two people at once.
Oh damn, Joey.
When I was a lot younger. But then I won't like pursue simultaneously ma.
Yeah.
So I had to ask myself like, what do I love more? And actually it was really the same, like it's between Theo and you. And I chose the you.
I feel like I've been interested in two people at the same time as well. Then I had to choose also. But it was more like, who am I willing to date? Not so much about loving.
I think it's fine to like or like be interested in multiple people, but I think the reason why it comes across as a red flag, right, is because it's so accelerated in these 7 days. So then their relationship needs to progress a lot quicker because content ma. So that's why it seems very like flaky. That one minute they're like that, another minute they're like that.
And also, this is something that comes out from a lot of castmates or like cast members who have been on dating shows like this, like Love Island, Too Hot to Handle, right? They have zero connection with the outside world. They don't know what day it is, what time it is, because they don't have their phones with them. And they have like free access to alcohol. So a lot of the time, right, they are in a different state of mind really. You're on an island with like, without your friends, your family. You don't have sounding boards with you except strangers. And the only goal, right, is to date and choose someone. So you're already in an altered state of mind.
Yeah. There's also a lot of expose, or rather threads you can read online whereby they share more about what goes on behind a reality TV show. The producers would ask them to redo the scene or actually plant them in certain areas to talk about certain things.
Yeah.
So actually a lot of things are not truly organic.
And I really feel, right, it really boils down to their age and stage in life. I think what Nick said is true. We are all like, why wouldn't you choose Theo? Because in this stage of life, we
Stable
are
lah.
craving stability, right? But when you're very young and you already know something's going to work out, you're going to choose something that could be an adventure.
And the reason why, even if you are like a younger viewer, right, and you watch that and you're like, the Yuk, why is she so interested in him? It's because it's not your adventure. So you cannot really 100% understand like
What
how
she
she's
felt,
feeling lah.
So how do y'all feel about Sian handling liking multiple people at once?
I think, right, she tried to do her best to like be clear and communicate. I feel like the editors and producers edited the episodes in a way that portrayed her in a very positive light, where it's like, yeah, see, she's being very clear. Even if she's not being clear to like the guys themselves, they will show conversations that she has with other girls. Whereas I feel like they did Jong-Soo quite dirty, like early episodes. For example, that rose that he got for Sian, right? He got so many days ago, but we didn't see any of that. So you were left to continue thinking that this guy quite flaky, all the way until that point where he gave it to her. So I feel like the only real good thing that she did, right, was to tell Theo no. Like if we want to say that Jong-Soo is sus, right, then I feel like she should be held to the same standards.
I did feel like the scene of them sitting by the window and like
Wow,
just
solid
having-
Yeah, I love that.
Oh my god, it felt
I want
safe. It felt like
Peaceful.
and it felt like old couple love. Like they will be together for so long. But I don't think she wants that right now.
Maybe in 3 years, maybe.
Because he was so like, he was so hurt. And actually, right, that made me realize one thing. Has Jong-Soo done anything else like physical or had physical contact with any other girls?
He did. Haylin. And when she's like eating, then he went and tuck her hair. But Yuk asked her to do it and she did it. And she also said
You bum.
I regret.
You know what I like? I like that he asked her. I like that he gave her a chance to explain and also for him to clear his mind. Because the whole season, right, the lack of communication really, like, oh my god, I'm like screaming at, just ask. Like, just ask, just tell. Like, just say something, right? And only I think towards the end, because they were all like feeling the, oh no, it's now or never, right? Then suddenly, you damn expressive. He pulled her for the date, right? She was so happy. He was saying sweet things. And she also stood her ground and said, my name is Sian. I'm not Ya. Like, don't call me Ya.
Then he's like,
And
Sian.
he's like,
Then she
Sian.
like,
The bar is set so low for men
I
like
know,
that.
right? Just to say the name.
But do you all think it's wrong to like more than one person at a time?
If it's silently, not wrong.
Think
Like
if
from
you-
afar, then nobody knows.
What
Then
is
you're
the
not confusing
where's
people.
where's the line that you draw? Can sleep with two people at the same time?
If they both allow it.
If you are
It's an open
not
relationship.
committed to someone, I think there's nothing wrong with that.
Okay. If you are seeing two people at the same time, then you go on a date with one person and you bump into the other person in public.
But they know that I'm seeing multiple people.
Yeah.
Then like, oh hi.
Because to me that is the like a quite a similar parallel to Sian lying down on Yuk's shoulder while
In front
Jong-Soo
of
is next to her.
Jong-Soo.
Now what the hell you doing? You like say you're not confused, you confused and not decided yet. Then to me that's like you decide already, what?
But maybe she just really damn tired. Damn tired already. The neck cannot support her head.
There's no way she's not aware that it could also hurt Jong-Soo.
Yeah.
Because to her, like, we all have different boundaries and levels of like physical
I
comfort.
tell you the part, like the quiet part that she don't dare to say out loud because she know it's damn bad press, right? She want to make him jealous. Not to shit on her too much, I also think that the way that he was with You-Jin on the double date, right, is also to make her jealous.
Oh, 100%.
Jong-Soo. Oh yes, very obvious.
Yeah.
Oh
That
my,
one very
oh my god,
obvious.
that scene, I was like, what are you doing? Eugene is not that funny.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe they got buddy chemistry, but he was making it seem very flirty.
Yeah. Yeah.
True.
So I feel like they were just making each other jealous, but I feel like her lying on Yuke's shoulder was a bit more bastard. Because it's romantic jealous, whereas like Eugene is like borderline. There was to me the
They're
Yuke
like
one,
playful
yeah.
lah. Friend,
You see
friend
Dong-Ho how tired on the helicopter, he also don't lie down on Haylin. The man like every night got HT with 3 different girls until like 4 a.m.
And he very busy, huh?
Who?
Dong-Ho. He every night he talking until like 4 a.m. He damn tired every day, you know.
I gotta say, right, least expected.
And he entertained all three of them, like as in very politely.
Yeah.
Like, no, we talk.
Can see that he a bit tired.
Like well, you want to talk already, but no, we talk.
The entertaining very annoying to me.
So actually, like, what are your thoughts on like being polyamorous and like polygamy and open relationships and all that? Actually, what's the difference?
Polygamy is when you're married to more than one person at a time. So in Singapore, I think polygamy cannot.
Oh.
Yeah, like legally we can't, but we can't be married to more than one person at a time.
Wow.
And then polyamory is when you're in a relationship with multiple people, but they're all consensual. Like everyone knows. The interesting thing about polyamory, right, is like it could be I know you are dating other people, but I'm not in a relationship with them. And there are some where we are all in a relationship together.
Oh, it's a throuple.
A throuple.
Yeah.
Then what is a quadruple?
How to keep up,
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like how to keep up. Like,
There's a TikTok account of a throuple.
yeah, I know. I've seen some of
interesting.
them. But it just feels very exhausting. And like, what are the expectations? Like, is it 50-50? Like, how do you split your attention?
I also don't. That's why we are monogamous.
Yeah, could never be us.
Now we're gonna watch the final pairings together. If you want to watch our reactions, head over to our TikTok. We are at You Got Watch SG. Are you ready?
Ready?
We all made our predictions ready. Oh my god, I'm so excited.
I'm ready to be disappointed.
Same I can't wait to go back to Songsu to Jong-Soo's cafe and like buy a coffee from him. Like it's okay, bro.
Jong-Hoon, let's go.
This is the real AI.
We know that he's gonna pick Hye-Jin lah.
Eh?
Whoa!
Nani?
这个朋友
he annoying
Oh, it's a prank.
来了
Oh damn.
Oh my! How can?
Wow, he good
Why
He
you do
good
that?
This guy is a
Why
total
did he do
dick.
that?
Like, do you not see it?
I've never thought that Yuk was a green flag, guys.
Let go of his hand now.
Jion.
This
I want to pick
guy.
again.
Te-Hwan
This guy.
don't want to settle down. When a man says he don't want to settle down,
Believe
believe him.
You-Jin.
Actually, if he like make his veneers a bit more yellow, you think they got talk about their veneers?
Like where you get from?
Like
Where
you,
get-
which,
Same doctor.
Which dentist y'all go? Minso. Why they still make her stand there?
Cause she haven't choose yet. Yeah, I was right. Oh my god, guys, how are we feeling about the final couples?
Damn typical. Very real world.
You can be the greenest flag and offer the most security. If that's not what they want in life, now they won't choose you.
The part where you pick her up, right? Like the bridal carry, right? Is such an ick. This 5-minute sequence, where he walked to Minso and like, isn't it so hot? Then
That
one
part was so uncalled for.
so distasteful.
Yeah.
then walk to Xian. Then after that, when he win, then he pick her up. Like to me, it's really just like a look. All you guys look. I won.
But we were also disappointed in Jion.
It's the Joey theory where if someone proposed to you and confess to you in public, right? You just say yes first, sort it out after.
I do think that after like maybe 1-2 days, she's
I
like, I
think
don't want
no lah,
already.
no lah,
Yeah,
cannot,
maybe
cannot.
don't want.
I feel bad for the two guys who were genuinely like,
Trying from the start.
yeah.
I feel like they will probably end up with like a older girl.
Eugene vibes.
Yeah.
Theo and Eugene has like some rumors that they
Yeah,
are
got some
dating.
rumours.
We don't know.
I was sent a like conspiracy theory where Theo
Their phone case, right?
was in a hotel room. Then he took a picture of the view outside the window, right? Then the window got like a faint reflection of a phone case, right?
Yeah,
same
then
as
after
Eugene's.
that, there was another picture of Eugene taking a selfie, right? Alone lah. And then it's the phone case.
But
It's
both
the
of
same
them
phone
have
case.
photos with that phone case. He has a photo of him holding that also. So maybe they got matching phone
No,
case.
that's why maybe they're dating.
They
That's why they
couple,
buy.
right?
Yeah.
Because Korea, they like to couple everything.
Yeah.
Couple.
Okay, so that's the end of Singles Inferno Season 4. We don't look very happy, but that's the end.
I think it's a very realistic depiction of what happens in the real world. Where like a lot of
True.
times the nice guys finish last. I think it's also a good kind of like way to see how sometimes, right, when you like someone and you feel like as the guy, hey, I'm so good for you, I'm so perfect for you, why you don't like me, right? Sometimes just seasonal lor. Thanks for watching this episode of the Hot Hot. You can also
Annyeong.
Even when Dong-Ho went to paradise for the last time, she said, "Have a good trip."
Okay, so comment down below as well. Let us know how you feel about the final pairings and if you agree or disagree with our thoughts and opinions.
And we'll see y'all on the next episode. Bye.
If you are seeing two people at the same time, then you go on a date with one person and you bump into the other person in public.
They know that I'm seeing multiple people.
Yeah.
Then like, oh hi, James, Andy.
Whoa, James and Andy.
Hey, wow, a bit old the name.
A bit.
Yeah, what?
I don't
bit
know.
like
I
55.
just put that on my ass.
James
Yeah,
and
but
Andy.
anyway, I feel like I would just be like, oh yeah.
If you're holding James' hand, will you stop holding James' hand?
Depends on how guilty I feel, right? Like, yeah, oh my gosh. I don't know. I wouldn't know.
So interesting, huh?